All right, man. Let's get it. Let's get it. All right, let's get it.
I'm Todd Grisham, and welcome inside the Lighthouse Theater. And what a night and what a fight we expect this to be. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
It's time for our tale of the tape. First up, the wild one. And standing across the ring from him in the flesh, Terrence Bud Crawford.
There is no joke about this. Someone is going to get hurt, the other is going to get embarrassed. Let's make sure they measure up well.
Here we have wild Terrence Bud Crawford, one of the...
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from the United States of America.
And this one has all of those big fight feels you want from a prize fight. Here we go.
You know,
These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. Neither fighter willing to slow down. Hit him with a left jab. That counter punch caught him clean. These two were made for each other. A perfect counter shot.
Ah,
This theater is is used to hosting concerts and plays, but tonight it's the sweet science that takes center stage.
God, I love theatres. For all these reasons, you can hear everybody in the crowd. You can hear the punches. The punches actually echo. If you're at a party coming in and you know you're in such an intense atmosphere, you know the pressure is going to be on.
For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
The jab doesn't quite connect. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go.
Hang
The
around.
momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
Dominance with
Here we go. It's round 2. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye and they're waiting for any little trick you do. So you've got to fight a counter punch is smart.
Counter punching. Halfway through the round and it's pretty much even Steven.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
That left hook doesn't find its target. That counter shot lands. These counter punches have to hurt. Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left.
Yo, Remy, what it do? What it do, man?
Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as a fighter. And the cornerman's got a firecracker on the fighter. Get out there. Get.
Let's get it started in round 3. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Straight right just misses. Not a lot of defense here at all. Punch, counter punch. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
The bravery being shown here is just incredible. coordinated footwork between these two elite-level middleweights.
Ah.
And this with that jab. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Despite what the judges hold that thought, Terrence Crawford just got rocked. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around? There's the bell to start round 4. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
There's a counter shot. Perfect counter lands. Well done with that counter shot. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics sometimes so I can actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Swing and a miss with that
Oh,
jab.
my family.
Nice counter shot. Nice counter shot. And he misses with that straight left. Nope, that jab not going to score. Find a home for that jab. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell. There's the bell to start round 5. After that last round, something has got to change.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on the end. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Catch and shoot. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the drama weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace.
Yeah.
You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history book.
Careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. They both want a knockout, you can tell. Beautiful counter shot. Beautiful counter punch. The jab not finding its target. He scores with the counter. Straight right just misses. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Almost a 10-8 round, complete dominance.
Gotta be aware of my stamina here.
This is the beginning of round 6. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
He threw a punch and just got countered. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Good counter punch. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Nice counter. Nice counter punch. Trying to land that jab. That left hook misses. This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
Look back in the history books, some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look like these guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. Oh, it hurts. And you can imagine that was you. Like the size of an average man.
Good counter punch. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Every second, every minute of this.
All right.
Here comes round 7. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make you fight your fight. Hold and tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
They both want the knockout. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Beautiful counter punch. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. That counter punch caught him clean. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Good counter punch. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it. You've got to be confident.
Beautiful counter shot. Beautiful counter punch. How about that time counter shot? Good counter punch. Perfect counter shot. And the wild one gets dropped.
Oh my goodness, man! I drained my stamina.
They saw that punch coming, and there was nothing they could
Drained my
I've got to see
stamina.
that again.
Now we gotta get this last round.
2, 3, 4, 5. Give me your ball.
What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
I love it.
And there's the bell for round 8. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point.
Come on, bro.
And as we see it again in
Hey,
slow motion,
man.
there's no doubt.
GG's.
Body punch right
GG's.
there. Buckled him.
You're right, Todd. What a shot. 1, 2, 3, 4,
See if we can get one of them James Tony Flash.
That could be the last hurrah.
The corner needs to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
I'm shocked that he's still full stand.
Nope, that hook won't score. Looks like he's leading halfway through this round.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or it's a bit of a mousetrap.
Nice counter shot. Those counter punches have to hurt. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice counter. Nice counter shot. Did well to block that right hook. And he did catch it. He caught it clean. Clean as a whistle. It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round.
All right, GG's, man. You gotta get that GTA 6. Look at my streets, man. I feel like so many levels, like bro, like that fucking GTA 6, they've been talking about that game for so damn long. Like, does it got an actual release date? I remember I think they dropped one and then they pushed it back. May 26th. Oh, yeah. Cool 6 months type shit. Yeah, cool 6 months. Man, give me just a sec, bro. Give me just a minute. All right, my bad, my bad. I'm back. Uh, that's if they don't push it back again. Yeah, I mean, because the hype around that game is so crazy. Like, anytime you set the expectations so high, you know what I mean? And then, they definitely are a company that, you know, tries to push to the next level every time. So, I'm sure they're not easily satisfied. And I would hope so, you know. Hopefully it's gonna be one of them revolutionary type games, you know what I mean? That push gaming forward. Because I feel like gaming is kind of stagnant right now. I was watching something that was like, this jump to the PS5 era. It just like if you look at the PS4 graphics and everything compared to the PS5, is not as big as a jump from the PS3 to the PS4. You know what I mean? So yeah, on some levels, I don't even know how. Okay, this is gonna be. So I wanted to see bro just and put some shit together. So telling how he got his stats. Oh, okay, guess he didn't. Guess he only wanna. I don't know. All right. I've been wondering because I haven't fought against any other calf. Like not something like that, not something that's like what I'm trying to do with it. I ain't fought against no other calf. Yeah, I would say this generation of game have been kind of mid. Yeah, man, it's crazy because all of the hype, you know what I mean? But you can maybe blame it on COVID, I guess. I think what the video I was watching was kind of like that may have like, but I mean, at this point, we're so far past it, you know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, I don't know, man. It's kind of crazy. Definitely sports gaming, you know what I mean? And that's the genre of gaming that I fall into. And yeah, sports gaming. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, Madden has finally started to take those steps. I wouldn't say leaps, but take those steps towards a more like what's the word for it? Like, you know what I mean? Bare minimum, you know what I mean, of 2025. Like you can look at games 20 years. I mean, on so many levels, it's kind of funny. It is parallels between football and boxing because you can look at games from 20 years ago, 2K7 type shit, and that game had more depth in it than Madden, right? 20 years later, damn near. You know what I mean? But they finally are starting to take those steps, but it's really crazy. Yo, play a game with J. Paul. Give him credit. He is amazing. Yeah, no, I know J. Paul, he got some interesting animations. I mean, right now I'm doing these calves type shit. And honestly, bro, I don't get a lot of cruiserweight fights. Like And I got
Here we
cruiserweight
are at
selected, and
Keeping It
I
Hall as
don't
the
even get a lot
giant
of cruiserweight fights.
chandelier provides
Even if
light
you
for
just
what should
sitting on
be a
Jake Paul
fantastic
waiting
showdown.
to get a
Next to
fight in
me is Johnny
cruiserweight,
Nelson.
you
The
might be
pleasure's
waiting
always
for a
mine, my
while.
friend.
Yeah, man.
Time for our tail of the tape. First up, we have the Sandman. And up against him, it's David Benavidez. He's 6'2" with a reach of
Yeah,
74
Jake
and a half
Paul.
inches.
Talk
I mean,
about
nah,
hot seats in the house.
I
I'm
remember when
so
he
lucky
first
to be sat
dropped
where
and,
I
and
am
kind of playing
watching this
against him.
fight
You know what I mean? He
live
got some
until my
unique
comeback
animation
about it.
Up
in
first
which,
is
you
the
know, haven't
Sandman
seen him
from the
in
United States of
a
America.
while. But no, he's usable, you know what I mean? Especially, you know, just like anything with this game, it depends on how comfortable you are with the animation. You know what I mean? Yeah,
It's
Cruz is
the
coming with the
Mexican
division.
monster,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Cause I got Mike at cruiserweight, and I've been wanting to get a fight with him, but I just don't never get cruiserweight. You know what I mean? Don't get a lot of light heavyweight neither, but you do get more light heavyweight than cruiserweight.
So they stare into each other's eyes one final time, touch gloves.
Yo, Junior, what's good with it, man?
This
What it
place
do?
is like a coliseum.
That Tommy, yeah, it's Tommy. It's probably one of the worst character models that I got. But yeah, it's supposed to be Tommy.
Cannot wait for this one.
I can't even remember what punch animation.
Here we go for round one.
I got them on.
That uppercut straight through the gloves.
This gonna be a bit of yeah, I hate these. That's the first one I picked, but I hate this set. After fighting with it on other characters, I hate
surrounding this match. I wonder if it can actually live up to the hype.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And looking at corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
I do like that, but I can't throw that straight at any point.
They exchange punches. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? He threw a punch and just got countered.
Honestly. All right.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. Nice counter punch right up the middle.
Oh, look at my style.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out.
That's probably what I'm fucking up the worst with.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go.
Also, RP Victor Conte. Yeah, I seen that.
Judging can be sometimes.
Let's,
There's no doubt who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Get a boxing game out of it? Yeah, we at least got that. At least got that. And hopefully it's the first of
Got all the momentum on their
many.
side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Missing with that jab.
This animation may work for Tommy though. Cause I guarantee you, I land enough of these straight, and you gonna feel me over there. I land enough of those, you gonna feel it. I don't give a fuck.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
And on so many levels, that's my game plan. Is I don't think you can take. I don't think you can just take these all fight. I don't think you can take them. But he's doing a good job. He's doing a good job now.
Straight right just misses.
You better back the fuck up off of Tommy though. You gonna back up, brother. The way you started this fight ain't the way you gonna end that motherfucker. You gonna back your ass up. You feeling that straight. All right.
Well, we're entering desperation.
Hopefully they brings one out, but who knows at this point? Yeah, because I mean, just seeing the success, because a lot of people I think are confused about this game. This game was successful financially. There's no way it wasn't.
Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can
So
turn it
just
around here.
with other companies seeing that it is money there.
Come on now, and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Perfect counter lands. And he just missed with that left jab. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Good counter punching. This is a high-octane battle.
Wait, he is landing in my shit?
Perfect counter shot.
Come on, give me that.
They get caught.
Oh, he got the counter out there?
Catch and shoot.
Nice.
How about that time counter shot? It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one.
All right.
Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Here we go to the fourth round. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
The straight right just misses. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Tried to score with a jab. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a hold that thought, and that'll do it. The Sandman has been stopped.
Look at this game.
I want to see that again, but from a different
The jab.
Need to see that again.
Look at this game, bro. Look at this game. Look at this game, bro. Like, look at this game. What? What? Bro, what?
So it's onward and upward after a knockout win here.
What a
Bro,
build-up. What
bro,
a
what?
journey towards this fight. What a fight
Like,
itself.
how
The
bad?
crowd
Like,
enjoyed it. The
that's
fight
the
teacher and
stupidest
fans
shit I
enjoyed
think
it.
I've
And what
seen
a
in
way
this
to win the
game.
fight. There's no mistake there about who won. What a shot.
All right, man. That shit there is that was that's just a bad part of playing with these calves. I guess. I just gotta chalk it up to that on so many levels. Nigga called Andre Ward to replace Tank. Is Andre Ward gonna fight him? I may watch that. No cap. I may watch that one. But I don't know, man. Like I say, I feel like that shit is I feel like that shit is like wrestling, man. I don't if Andre ain't there to knock him out, I don't wanna watch it. But I know Andre he kinda been like insinuating that he wanted to take on one of those type of fights. You know what I mean? I feel like I think I seen somewhere where he was even like going back and forth with Anthony Joshua for a while. But you never know. Like the fights be predetermined. Yeah, that's what I think that on some levels it should be predetermined, man.
His Excellency Turkey Al Sheikh is ringside for this massive event here tonight at the Kingdom Arena in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. And watching this live with me is Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
And now it's time for the tale. First up we have Wild One. Roy.
This bout,
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see. Here we go, round one. Who's going to land the first big shot? That hook had to hurt. The hook scores. There's a counter shot. Throws the jab but does not score. Good counter punching. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Perfect counter lands. Those counter punches have to hurt. So much pre-hype surrounding this fight. The fans are on the edge of their seats.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And looking at corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted his touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
They're both trying for a knockout. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught.
Oh.
He scores with the counter. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. Nice counter shot. Very close round with 10 seconds to go.
All right.
From this moment forward, he cannot afford to
After Joshua knocks out Jake Paul.
Sometimes it can be the
No, I definitely think he
strangest
would. You know what I mean? I definitely think he'd be too big for Jake Paul. That's why Jake kind of
on to the second round. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare.
Why he want to fight Tank.
Around here.
This is one
know
of those
that.
situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Beautiful counter shot. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? They exchange punches. Just missed with that hook. Big whiff with the right hook.
Yeah, man.
Nice defense on that right hook. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go.
All right.
Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. On to the third. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
My motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. For the KO. It's so obvious. Perfect counter shot. Nice exchange here from both men.
God damn, I don't know why.
He threw a punch and just got countered. How about that time
Why he
counter
steady
shot?
doing
Back
that?
and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Oh, why is that?
Every
Bad?
time they throw a shot, they get countered. One punch could change everything in this battle. Nice counter. one.
All right.
It's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one. Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Beautiful counter punch. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Catch and shoot. They miss with the jab. Punch, counter punch. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Well done with that counter shot. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. Swing and a miss with the hook.
I don't get why that's constantly not.
Tried to land the left hook, but it was blocked. That counter shot lands. That counter punch caught him clean. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. I promise you, all 3 judges here are going to give that round. There's the bell for round 5. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you can't think of. You've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket them.
Good counter punch. Misses with that jab. Nice counter punch. There's a counter shot. How about that time counter shot? Nice counter. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Caution is being thrown to the wind. That counter shot lands. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one.
All right.
After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here. There's the bell for round 6. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of what we we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
I've seen certain fighters that understand just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Nice counter shot. They exchange punches. That counter shot lands. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
Some fighters are just gifted.
Hi, GG's.
They are giving
GG's.
up. So there you have it. It is official now, and that is not the way anyone wanted this fight to end.
Yo, one time. What it do, man? What's good with it, bro? Yo, boxing first. What it do, man? What's good with it, man? Damn, bro. Nobody want. I mean, at the end of the day, they 85 overall, man. But nah, I mean, that is kind of realistic because Joe Frazier definitely don't want no parts of George Foreman. But he ain't ducking though. You say what you want about that matchup, but he ain't ducking nothing. You know. All right. One motherfucker George don't want to see. Let's get it up.
It'll be tough to forget this evening. How about your surroundings here at Valper Bay? And hopefully we'll have a memorable fight as well. And here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
It's time now for our tale of the tape. First up, the Giant.
With George, I had a bit of a dilemma, man. Like the reach, I wanted the height to be realistic, but I kind of feel like the reach needs to be realistic. But the only way to get George reach, I'd have to make him 6'5". So I went with 6'4". But I may go back and change that and make him 6'5" just to give his reach.
This is Muhammad Ali. Here comes the brand new world heavyweight champion. Just, of course, famously knocked out Sonny Liston. He's 20-0 with 16 KOs.
They have waited for this fight for so long, Todd. This is ridiculous.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from the United States of America, wearing the red trunks with blue trim, the Giant. Fighting out of the blue corner, introducing in this corner, undefeated in his campaign with a record of 20 wins, no losses, 16 wins coming by way of knockout. The renowned U.S. Olympic.
And of course, and we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. Ooh, that one had to hurt. Well done with that counter shot.
Yeah.
You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight.
Yeah.
Don't get caught up on how many times this guy gets hit. He's a slugger, Johnny, and you know he's just waiting for his opportunity to strike back.
You've got to be very wary. If you're in with a slugger, they will fight all night for fun. They'll stay in your face. They'll naturally.
Oh, is my shit not gonna recover though? Like, goddamn, how long is my shit gonna recover?
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
That uppercut does it.
Wow.
He threw a punch and just got countered.
Damn it.
Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way.
Oh, eat that.
Someone tell these to hold that thought. An upset of the year, perhaps, right before our eyes. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Gonna need a knock. What do we expect to see here in round 2? After that last round, something has got to change.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Punch, counter
Too
punch.
fucking bad.
This fighter focuses on those long, straight punches. Hold that thought! What a nightmare scenario! And down goes the Giant.
Man,
Headshot and he goes down. We have got to see that again in slow motion.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
I don't want to do it, man. I might fuck around and have to put lightning hands on George, bro. I just feel like I'm too slow. feel like I'm too slow.
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
The corner needs to think.
Whoa, Johnny,
There
out
we
of
go.
nowhere. Look at this. If there's anyone that can get out of trouble, it's Muhammad Ali. Good counter punch. Straight right, just
How is that not landing, bro? That's
nice counter punch right up the middle. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble.
what? Oh, okay.
So much for boxing. This is a fight. Nice counter shot. Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round.
All right, man.
It's not over till it's over.
Makes this then. Well, so I go off of I have to kind of find the character models type shit to make them. Yeah, I ain't seen no models, but for any of those, I was looking for Andre, the light heavy.
Why knock somebody down like that?
Ain't no good Andre Ward.
He's getting
Cause
everything.
I try to find ones that somewhat look like them.
What's gonna happen? If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. That counter punch caught him clean.
That lean back shit though is so crazy, bro. Like it's crazy that it's like even body punches. It's like they lean in so far back that you can't even land the.
Tried to score with that hook, but missed.
My stand is good. I mean, I don't know what I take off of. I do got inside fight. Probably take inside fighter off.
He scores with the counter.
Like, look at that. He can lean back further than I can punch, bro. Like, I don't understand how that's a thing.
It's knockout or bust.
It is what it is. I said I was gonna start doing it, but it's just so stupid. It don't even make sense.
Straight right just misses. Has to be you know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one.
Like they can lean back further than I can punch.
It's no secret who had the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store.
Yeah, it's a GG, man. I'm gonna throw lighter hands on him. I post them.
They are going to surrender. No moss. Well, the corner has thrown in the towel, and that will do it. The fighter not happy.
Oh yeah. I mean, that was just a bad matchup, keeping it buck. Like Ali was just too fast, and the way he was playing with him. There you go. Yeah, I'm gonna put lightning hands on him, bro. Inside fighter off. Lightning hands on him. What's his 89 speed? So I mean, I still will be slower than Ali, of course, but and yeah, I think I'm gonna try that out. Everybody can't have lightning hands. Shit, they can when I'm playing with them. They damn sure can, man. I don't know. I'm because I threw Canelo punch set on him because you know George definitely is one of the slow walkers type shit. Floyd at middleweight though. All right. Did you just make him and put him at every weight? All right, let's get it.
Clever, what you doing?
Oh, oh, that landed. Oh, that don't. Hmm. Okay. Ah, they ain't nice. Knock your ass out though.
Oh, good shot, good shot.
All right.
Okay, focus, focus. Big deep breaths, big deep breaths. Calm yourself down.
Let's do it.
Wow, look at that. Good shit. Good shit. Oh wow. Oh, that shouldn't land though. All right, we're gonna slow roll it then. We can slow roll it. I ain't gotta be in a rush, my boy. Bro, why? That's gonna piss me off because it don't make sense. It literally don't make sense. All right, gotta slow roll it. That lean back shit is so difficult. Like it's not. It shouldn't land, bro. If I'm out of range, like this game be so stupid sometimes. You can't lean back,
Listen,
right?
switched off. What are you
I
doing?
throw my jab, you back up, you lean back. I'm out of range, and then you throw a jab and it lands, bro. It's physically impossible, brother. Especially since we got the same reach. Like, but all right, you just gotta play for the lean back. Gotta play for the lean back. Gonna always be the lean back. My mind ain't right there. I just, I mean, I didn't think he'd reach. That's on there. That's on me. Played against the best Joe Louis player I ever seen earlier. Motherfucker was badass. Joe Louis he was so nice. I can dig it, bro. Anybody can. That's what I was saying earlier. It's more about the animation. Anybody can be used if you're comfortable with the animation. Man, bro, that fucking lean back, slide back. These dudes, they be good at that shit, bro. That's what the game want them to do. What the game wants from you. So that don't. But my ah.
Kid, what are you doing? Come on, switch on. Switch on. Done all your work. Back.
I'm blocking though. I mean, I know the body jab is coming, so I'm blocking. All right, man. All right. I don't know what the fuck, bro. I really don't. Sometimes, bro, it's like, what? I'm bro. Punches just can't land, I guess. All right.
Are you all right?
Oh, that's a flash. All right, man. GG's, man. That lean back is so tough to deal with, man. It's really crazy. It's really crazy. All right, give me a minute. I'll be right back. Damn, my bad, man. Oh shit, my bad. Oh, I said I was going.
are getting ready for this showdown between these two fighters. Should be a good one. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
It's time for our tale of the tape. First up, the Giant. And they'll be facing, up first, Muhammad Ali. Perhaps the biggest mouth in the game today.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from the United States of America. Wearing the red trunks with blue trim, the Giant.
So they stare into each other's eyes one final time, touch gloves, and get prepared for battle.
It's a privilege and an honor to be here. I feel so lucky to be sat here talking about something I love.
No doubt about it, this was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. Straight right just misses. Well done with that counter shot. They exchange punches. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Catch and shoot. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you.
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. What's the referee thinking right now? It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Defense is everything because they got shot once, they know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
They're both trying for a knockout. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look
Here we go for round two. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
My motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You can really feel the buzz in the air tonight. So much hype here in this arena.
It's so hot, so heat. There's a roof on here, you don't understand it. When you're working, when the noise is there, the pressure's on, you're thirsty, you're sweating, and you're on the wrong side of a beating. This can be hellfire.
Couldn't land that jab. Can they figure out the combination to this thing?
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. No rest for the weary. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. The straight right just misses. 10 seconds to go. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes.
You can't have George Foreman without the crossbar. He's imposter. Ah, Remy, bruh. Don't tell me, bruh. Come on, bruh. You a better boxing historian than that, bruh. You a better, you better than that, Remy. So, young George didn't do the cross guard. He had more of a matador style of defense. It wasn't until he came back and he got with Archie Moore. I think it's Archie Moore. I think it was Archie. But yeah, when he came back out of retirement is when he started to use the cross guard. So Afro George didn't do it. Now bald-headed George did. You know what I mean?
Straight right just misses. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts.
And it's supposed to be shit. It's supposed to be the one that lost to Ali here.
When someone punches that hard, you don't want to trade shots. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Change anything when these two step in the ring. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. Good one. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the
So who's Evander's trainer? Because he used cross guard too. That I'm not sure. I think Evander's trainer was just I think that's just somebody he came up with type shit. I can't remember his name though. I'd be lying if I said I could.
There's the bell to start round 4. Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Counter punching.
Ah, bro.
No rest for the weary. So far, the offense has been better than the defense. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Nice counter. The jab doesn't quite connect. These two were made for each other. Like to see more jabs. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. He is down big time on the scores.
George face. Yeah, it ain't the best model, man. But hey, man, I feel like it looks a little bit. I mean, a little bit, but it ain't the best, man.
Look at that chap slick.
You know, he was with Crunk too.
Get back out there and win your own.
Who you talking about, Evander?
Things are starting to heat
Was
up
he,
now
bro?
as we
Like,
enter the fifth. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
It was a tough flash round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
come on, bruh.
We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds
Got it.
because
Coach,
they know
got it.
they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
It could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. It just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Oh, wow.
How about that time counter shot? A straight right just misses. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Who would have thought Ali would get rattled like this? Looks like trouble.
This game,
is
boy.
averted.
Bing Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to...
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left.
Yeah, for one of the both fights. Okay.
They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that?
I remember that.
Dominance, without a doubt.
Foreman sweating out his perm, ain't it? Yeah, man. The snap ass fro is what it's supposed to be.
There's the bell for round 6. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last
Oh, that
round.
man.
Let's see what he has for us here.
Oh, that don't.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An
Right.
excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
It's all offense all the time. They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
Work the body.
Mind
push
land
straight
right
and
there.
take the mind off the chin. Take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body. Use the focus to actually outbox the fight and beat them on
I
both.
love this game.
Is this the beginning of the end for Muhammad Ali? Oh, no.
Yes, sir.
Ali is down. As you can see, it was a
Prime from Prime. Who you got? Michael George? Definitely George.
Shot from the gods. Took him
Definitely George.
1, 2, 3, 4.
They're on their feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
We never seen George.
Greatest has the greatest.
We never seen George really
Wow, that seemed to be
like get knocked out. You know what I mean?
Let's watch it again.
Maybe when he was old. I think he got some technical knockouts when he was old, but yeah. You know, he slugged it out with Ron Lau, man. You know, so he fought a bigger version of Mike Tyson, if you ask me. Damn, bro. Oh, grease in his hair. Hey, man.
So back into the
This shit is shiny as hell.
How much do they have left?
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner. Fresh.
Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. The corner hasn't thrown in the towel yet, so I I guess he's coming out for another round.
Facts. I go George Tyson resume to elite. Yeah, yeah. You know, and he struggled against skilled boxers. And I'm missing that host.
Why weren't they covering up? Why weren't they more cautious? And down.
I was going in a circle. Yeah, so against skilled boxers, and that's what I was saying. I feel like boxers was a little bit more skilled back in them 70s. You know what I mean? Them early 70s, man. They was the big boys were skilled. You know what I mean? And so not only is George just as powerful, but he's skilled with it as well. Now it's a little raw, right? Like Tyson. Now we talking prime Tyson. That's when Customato was still around, and so that's a bit of a different animal. But he still struggled against taller fighters. Taller fighters that was skilled. And in retrospect, what Tyson brings to the table ain't necessarily what George struggled with. Yeah, man.
If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over and over again, they've got it.
Look what he did to fucking Joe Frazier. You know?
You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Those counter punches have to hurt. Nice counter shot.
Yes, sir.
Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
What fight did Mike struggle with in his prime? Well, that's what I say. I mean, we're talking prime Mike Tyson is such a short time frame. We're talking the you know, towards the end of Customato's life, and you know what, that was Trevor Berbick right after he died. I think the Trevor Berbick fight was the one he died before. So maybe the Trevor Berbick is the last. Did he fight Michael Spence after Berbick? Maybe one fight after, whichever the fight was after Trevor. But yeah, his prime is so short compared to a lot of other great fighters that it's hard to it's a two-sided question. It'll be like, no, he didn't really struggle against any of those fighters, right? But I mean, we're talking 3 fights maybe.
Whoa, wait a minute. What a shot. And the Giant's been knocked down. They knew it when they threw it. The perfect body shot, and no one's standing up to that one.
I need to.
George struggled against speed, right? I mean, he not necessarily. I mean, we can't. We again, we talking prime George. So to say he struggled against speed, I mean, do you look at the Ali fight as to say he struggled against speed? Because it wasn't Ali's speed. Oh, wow.
Let's watch this again. He set it up.
George, that's what I was going to say. Like, it was the rope-a-dope. It was the mind of Ali that beat George Foreman, not his speed. Not his body. You know, now, don't get me wrong. Once he was tired, that combination that he put on him at the end, you know what I mean? You know, hand speed played a part in that, but I wouldn't say, boy, you better get your ass up, bro. Oh, bro, I thought I was getting up, man. Oh, bro, I thought I was getting up.
It happened. You saw it here live. A knockout win. Congratulations.
I don't got the highest courage on him. I think that plays the part of it. That damn show felt like I should have been able to get up. Bro. Something told me to just take a knee when I got hurt right there. I should have just took a knee. That's unfortunate. That's definitely unfortunate. Now, okay, so that is a two-sided, but even with that, because he struggled against if you want to say struggled against speed, the only fight you would go with George, I almost forgot, but Jimmy Young, the dude that he fought right before he had the nervous breakdown. You know, whether you want to call it a religious experience or a nervous breakdown, whatever you call it, but the fight before he retired the first time, he struggled against Jimmy Young. But I feel like that was so much, that was just as much Oliver McCall. What we talking about Oliver McCall for, bro? Oliver McCall is a dude that beat Lennox Lewis with Emmanuel Stewart, and then Emmanuel Stewart got with Lennox Lewis, and then Lennox beat him, and he the dude that's known for crying. You know what I mean? That dude that cried in the ring. You know what I mean? So yeah. What we talking about him for? Did I miss something? But yeah, Jimmy Young though. You know, with George, I was talking about George. Yeah, he struggled a little bit with that, but I don't know if that's, you know, Jimmy Young was a good fighter for that period, but I don't know if that was more about Jimmy Young or more about George mentally was never able to really recover from that Ali loss. Oh, my fault. You said nervous breakdown, so I thought about Oliver McCall. Oh, okay. No, I'm talking about, you know, because after the Jimmy Young fight, that's when he went into the dressing room and, you know, he had a religious experience, right? That's when he started to preach. So yeah, whatever you want to call it, religious experience, nervous breakdown, whatever you call it. But yeah, right before he retired. Yeah, but now Oliver definitely had a nervous breakdown in that bitch too. At least George waited till he got in the locker room to go crazy. Ah, love that. Love that. Oh, that wasn't a counter? I'm not too familiar with the 60s other than the biggest fights, but I think George, maybe Tyson come in towards George and see who will be crashing into a wall too big. I mean, you know, I feel like Mike Tyson was a lot of Joe Frazier. He was a lot of Joe Frazier, bro. Like what made Mike Tyson his prime. If we talk about prime Mike Tyson, what made him so good was the same things that made Joe Frazier good. You know, his constant movement, his constant head movement and dipping to get on the inside. All of that is what made Joe Frazier, right? Tyson, I would say, was a bit of a better skilled Joe Frazier, but a lot of Joe Frazier. And the fact that George was able to completely neutralize that offense, I think would, you know, could Tyson have done a little bit better? That's fine. But if you look at how bad that fight was for Joe Frazier, like a little bit better is still you knock the fuck out. You know what I mean? So yeah, in my opinion, it'll be a little bit better than that. You know what I mean? Probably a little bit better than that. Oh my goodness. Oh, let me lock in though. Let me lock in. I gotta like look at how slow my meter rises, bro. I gotta sacrifice something. I gotta fix that. Look how like if I take a big shot, like it takes forever for that shit to recover, bro. Damn it. Don't lean, man. Damn it. Not a counter? Oh wow, that don't man. You I feel like Frazier is more durable as well. I mean, yeah, I can see that. I can definitely see that. I think Tyson was better in terms of footwork and defense.
I love that. The jab slick. Just keep him focus on what you're doing. You don't want to lose this fight, do you?
Footwork and defense.
That's it. Just start sticking.
That's arguable, bro. That's arguable. You know, I think that
get your rhythm back, then we go again. I need you to go back out there. I need you to win this round. Get your mind back. Get your get carried away. Think about the defense on end.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. It's close. I say on some levels Frazier don't get enough credit. He did win the fight of the century. You know what I mean? If he don't get enough credit for that. He did win the fight of the century, and
go out in the first minute, stick him on the end of the
footwork I give you. Defense,
keep smart. Just the same.
I think I can concede that. But I don't know, bro. I don't know because I think they're a lot closer. I think they're a lot closer than people give Frazier credit for. I think Tyson and Frazier are a lot closer, bro. Good shot. Damn it. So me. Oh, look. Oh, my spam. Spam. Look at my head, bro. That shit moves so slow. How does that not land undisputed? How does that not land when they blocking their bodies, bro? Bro. That's on me. I was at a counter. Man, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I gotta figure out some way to rise that shit with my health. I think it's health regeneration.
Okay, focus.
Oh yeah, in terms of skill types, was decent, faster eye test, much better, way sharper style. But that's the thing. Yeah, it's definitely on how you're judging that eye test. You know what I mean? Frazier looked better against better competition. You know what I mean? But you know, that's the hard part about judging crimes. Especially like I say, Tyson is an enigma, bro. Like for me at least. I can only speak from me. But for me, it's because he's got such a small sample size. A lot of what we judge him on is based off of how he performed against low caliber fighters. Like, oh, that don't land. I don't be understanding. I go down. Oh, off of the normal straight that he threw. Even my power shot to the body. That was it was his normal straight that he threw after the triple hook combo, bro. Yeah, gotta watch out for those, man. Gotta watch out for those. What other boxes in the 60s were nice? I think no, name three. For me, I like them early 70s. But you got Ron Lyle, you got Ernie Shavers, you got Ken Norton. That's all heavyweights right now is what I'm talking. All heavyweights. But am I missing somebody from that era? Oh wow, that landed. Love that. Now those I think are the three. Ernie, Ron, Ken. Oh yeah, Norton fought Ali like 3-4 times. Yeah, fought him 3 times, I believe. And he broke Ali jaw. You know, Joe Frazier broke his jaw and Ken Norton broke his jaw. And even Ali kind of acknowledged that Ken Norton won. I think it was a draw. Wasn't it a draw the first time? What is? That's something. Like, look how these people can play this game, bro, and be effective at it. Come on, John. Bro. All right, I'm cooked. Yeah, I'm cooked. Yeah, no names that really stands out. No, I can dig it. Yeah. Nothing besides them three. Them three I named, you know what I mean? For me at least, me personally. Those are three of my all-time favorites. Young, much loud was Mayweather Pacquiao. Well, yeah, that fight that was more hype than substance. They was kind of both. It was kind of both past their physical prime. Bob Foster, quite nice. I like the way he boxed. Man, I'm familiar with the name. I can't say I'm familiar with the game though. Wasn't he like a light heavyweight? Wasn't he a light heavyweight? Wow. Ali fought him. Oh, okay. Oh wait, I think I remember. I think I know that fight. I think I know that fight. Kind of a bright skinned dude.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and you continue.
Yeah, Floyd, my favorite fighter with that fight. He definitely fought scared that time. Yeah, I think that was the fight where his daddy was screaming at in the corner, which they've always had. They've always had a bit of an interesting relationship, I guess. Oh, why is my punches not landing when he's walking up? He's walking up, blocking his body. Like, oh my God. Like, I was able to land the jabs and power jabs, but
1, 2,
my hook won't land.
4, 5, 6,
Uh,
7, 8. Are you alright?
That's why you watch live was Sex 2030. No, the first. Like, oh, where's my punches going, bro? He's right in front of me, blocking his body, bro. He's right in front of me, blocking his body, bro. What am I supposed to do, bro? Like, I don't understand, bro. Like, he's right in front of me, blocking his body.
1,
All right, GG.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah, GG's, man. I think the last fight I watched was Nello versus Bud. Hey, it was a good one, man. It was a good one. I'm gonna have to. I definitely got to figure out. I got to figure out a way to watch that Benavidez card. I feel like that's a real good card, man. You got Benavidez versus the Yarde dude. You got Devin Haney, Brian Norman, and you got Abdullah Mason versus Sam Noakes. I think is his bro name. I definitely gotta watch that card. 'Cause that's what be so frustrating to me. It's like these days, bro. Like you literally only get one good fight at a time. And I feel maybe it's nostalgia, but I feel like when I was growing up, and they would and I'd sit down because I used to sit down. My mama put me into boxing. I'd sit with my mama and shit, and we watch boxing. Um, so yeah, I just feel like back then it used to be like great fights when I'd sit down and watch. You know what I mean? It wasn't just one fight that we had to really like. Of course, you always got the main card, but you'd have great fights on the card where you're not bored. I feel like these days I'm sitting there low key bored, waiting to get to the real fight. You know what I mean? That sound like a crazy. Nah, it is, bro. I feel like that because to me, Abdullah Mason is the best young boxer in the sport right now, hands down. So you get him, you get the Devin Haney Brian Norman fight is a real interesting fight. I can see I can see that fight going either way. So I think that means it should be an interesting fight, unless one of them dominates. You know what I mean? And even if one of them dominates, it still should be interesting to watch. And then Benavidez, you know what I mean? Benavidez always put on entertaining fights. Yeah, UFC stacked their cards. Sometimes one thing I like about them, they got legends in the prelims. Now I can dig it, man. I never was able to really get into UFC. W Moms, hey, for sure, man. That was our thing for sure. Mason Electric to watch, yeah, man. It ain't better than Moses. I mean, in my opinion, bro. In my opinion, I watched one Moses fight, and he looks like a really good young prospect, but I can't say that he passes the eye test. For me personally, the way Abdullah passed the eye test, you know what I mean, with flying colors, you know what I mean. But don't get me wrong, Moses definitely looks like he's going to ascend in the sport. I don't see a real way to be Norm to beat Haney other than knocking him out, but that's what makes it entertaining. You know what I mean? Because Brian Norman, Moses, Atama or whatever. Brian he only got one speed. He only know one way to go, and that's forward. You know what I mean? So yeah, he's either gonna get picked apart or he's gonna knock him out. And the thing with Devin Haney is both of those are kind of likely. He good as fuck, looks very good. No, don't get me wrong. He looks like he's definitely going to be, especially because heavyweight is so light right now. Like, it's not a lot happening in heavyweight. So that added to his skills make him, I think, appear better than he actually is. But not to say that he's not really good. But I'm just saying, if we going pound for pound against Abdullah Mason, I just don't think that I don't think that it's a close battle. You know what I mean? I think Dev picks him apart. Hey, man. But in retrospect, you didn't think that he would pick apart Rolly? You didn't think he'd pick apart Rolly Romero, man? Now, we ain't got to even mention Ryan Garcia, right? Because I feel like going into that fight, they were steadily talking about how Ryan had beat him in the amateurs and everything. I feel like Devin, going into that fight, had a little bit of unsureness about it. But going into the Rolly Romero fight, I don't think anybody didn't feel that Devin wasn't going to just pick him apart. And it showed that he's either unwilling or unable to fix the same flaws that, caused him to fight against Ryan. Dev was picking apart Ryan until he caught him, though. In boxing, bro, like, that's the thing. Like, a person can literally lose every round. If you're able to knock out your opponent, that's all. That's like in real life, bro. Like we used to have some, like, at the end of the day, whoever throws the first punch is generally who people remember. Like, unless somebody just gets smashed, whoever throws that first punch. You want to fight? We can run it. I ain't tripping. Devin didn't fight Rolly. Wait, Rolly didn't fight Rolly? I thought he lost. Who was that he lost to? He lost to somebody after Devin. That wasn't Rolly? Am I tripping? Oh no, Rolly beat, bro, I'm tripping. I'm getting them mixed up. Rolly beat Ryan. Right? Yeah. Rolly beat the shit out of Ryan. Who was that Devin lost to? Devin didn't lose again since Ryan? That's my bad. I was mixing him with Ryan, because Ryan is the one who Rolly beat. Yeah. So that's on me. That's on me. Nah, through the round fight, he fought Jose Ramirez, Devin did. Oh, okay. Middleweight, that's cool. Do people still be changing this shit? What is it, 1.5? Do people still be changing that, or did that shit? Whoa. Oh, wait. There we go. All right, so yeah, that's definitely on me getting them two mixed up. So yeah, so now it's just a matter of is he able to overcome then them flaws that Ryan exposed? Yeah, I don't know why I put that bad jacket on him. I don't know why I put that on him. So yeah, I feel a little bit better than about his chances against Brian Norman, but it's just a matter of how much he putting that work in the gym, man, to fix the shit that's wrong, you know.
Welcome to the WBC Arena. Excited to be here for this one. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, English fighting legend Johnny Nelson.
About time too.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Up first is the wild one.
I think they could do with a better coach. I got faith in him though. Yeah.
Exciting division in all of boxing. It's the
You know, his daddy.
This is it. This
Who is
that
he working with?
fight.
Because I know
This
he's
is
been
that
working with
rivalry.
different gyms. Like he ain't just had like one specific.
They'll be facing Sweet.
And you know, I think that's a good thing and a bad thing at the same time. But
What a pleasure to be in this unique
at
environment.
the end of the day, your pops can be your promoter, but they gotta stop with letting them be the mouthpiece. You know what I mean?
Couldn't land that jab.
Counter
punching. Swing and a miss with that jab. Nice exchange here from both men. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
It's so hot, so heat. There's a roof on here. You don't understand. When you're working, when the noise is there, the pressure's on your face, you're sweating, and you're on the wrong side of a beating. This can be hellfire on him.
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
Beautiful counter shot. Missing with the left hook. Blocks the right hook. Punch, counter punch. How about that time counter shot? Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go.
All right, good round.
Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as a fighter.
Yeah, it's definitely, I think, a big fight because Brian Norman is going to kind of like, it's a big fight. Whichever one of them win can put themselves in a good position for a big fight.
Let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
But if Devin loses, it's going to put him in a a
everything
bit
works.
of a
Wait for
tough
the
spot.
reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That counter shot lands. A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Counter punch is my favorite kind of
Nice,
fighter.
nice.
A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Perfect counter shot.
Not a counter?
Well done with that counter shot. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Nice.
Perfect counter lands. This is a high-octane battle.
I walked right into it.
Nice counter shot. Good counter punch. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up.
Oh, straight A land.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one.
Nice. I don't know if my punch landed right there or not.
I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
As long as they don't.
There's the bell to start round 3. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it?
Right out of range.
Everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. There's a counter shot. That left hook misses.
That's
Every time
amazing.
they throw a shot, they get countered. Do you believe this? And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be hard.
Oh, wow. I thought I could get a counter right. Oh, wow.
Counter. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here.
Damn.
Straight right just misses. These two fighters are made for one another. Very close round with 10 seconds to go.
Ah, get that.
That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
I seriously hope that just...
Back at it in round 4. Well, there's no doubt about who won that
Right.
last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
They're both trying for a knockout. Nice counter shot.
perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect you for
shit.
that. More than happy.
By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Well, Johnny, you know there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive. How does he exploit that?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left.
All right.
Well, there was no doubt about who won. Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Oh.
Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Another scoring shot there. Can't land that jab. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Exchange punches. Through the hook, didn't land. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Beautiful counter punch. Just misses with that jab. He threw a punch and just got countered. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so.
There's the bell to start round 6.
I
After
ain't
a
trying
really
to- yeah, I'm
strong
trying.
round, let's see if they
Why
can
wait?
finish
Why
the
want to let me
job.
quit?
Todd, my motto
My
is,
trip?
if it's not broken, why
Oh,
change
that was
it?
my bad.
Excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because
I
you've
can't
won
keep up. I mean, it's a good fight. It's definitely a good fight. You working them slips and shit. Definitely working it. Which I'm trying to get better at my head movement.
Has nothing to do with boxing. It's
Cause
how well
it's
you
crazy
can
how
get into
OP
the
the
face.
shit is right now. I feel like,
best you can ever come across.
but them slips are definitely nice. I don't be using them shits enough.
It's the size of the average man or
Oh,
woman.
wow.
When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've
Oh,
got power,
wow.
you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history books.
Oh,
Catch and shoot. And he scores with the counter. This fight has a real good flow to it. What a punch. Caution is being thrown to the wind. And now going for the finish. replicate what we saw unless we see it in slow motion.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4. Come to me.
Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
You've been put down. You've got to think right. So
Floyd too small for middle. Yeah, man, you definitely gonna struggle a little bit. Which I fought one earlier who at middleweight who made him 5'11". You know, so I mean, yeah, middleweight, but I feel you. You don't want to put him at welterweight. Trust me on that. Man, unless you confident. His ability to thug with front doors. So, I mean, the dude that I fought with him at middleweight was good with him. And like I say, he was 5'11". So, yeah, if you want him at middleweight, it's going to be, you know, you just ain't going to be able to have his real metric. Which I know Floyd is one of them where his arms is just so long for his height. And I'll say that I think that it's more important from a realistic perspective, especially because they may reach matter a little bit more. It seems, you know, it's good. I think it's better to have their real reach. So you know, at first I was like, bro, that's crazy that he'll do that. But you know, with thinking about it, I feel like on some levels it makes sense. Every one of my characters is not their real height, but sometimes you gotta go higher just to get the real reach.
Straight right just misses.
But yeah, if I say if you want to put him at middle, at least probably gotta go 5'10" on him.
I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight.
Because you know at middleweight, you gotta deal with Roy Jones anyway. Roy Jones, Benavidez. Every now and again, which I ain't seen Carl Froch in a minute, actually. I ain't seen Carl Froch in a minute, but yeah, middleweight, which I seen you put him 5'9", which I think Bud is 5'8", right? So, you know, maybe it could work, but it's gonna be a bit of a struggle at times, probably.
wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing.
Oh, really, man? Thought I backed up out of the way. I respect the slips, though, man. I gotta get better at them. Hell, I gotta get better at just moving my head in general. I wish we could move our head and move at the same time. It's like I gotta pick and choose when I want to move or when I want to move my head. It just shouldn't be the case.
No rest for the weary. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Back in the history books, some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know.
Oh, Johnny, will the referee and down goes Sweet. Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take
Definitely a bit of a ghosty on that one.
1, 2, 3, 4. Listen to me. Are you okay?
As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably around.
Hey, GG's, man. Definitely GG's, bro.
Judges have spoken a unanimous decision victory.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's level. One is up there, one is down there, but you know what? The loser is going to have to learn a big, hard lesson. I totally agree.
GG, appreciate. Yeah, that same to you, man. Appreciate a good fight, bro. Definitely appreciate a good fight. It was, it was definitely a good fight. I definitely appreciated your slips and shit, man. I gotta get better at that shit myself. Yeah, I gotta get better at getting close. Hey man, it's a constant struggle in regards to that one, man. Definitely a constant struggle on, when to like say, 'cause I still gotta get better at it myself on when to look to engage on the inside, when to look to stay on the outside. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream on that. On that note, I'm probably finna have me a Madden game coming up. That's why I'm like, might as well go ahead and end this one. So I'll probably be back, but it depends. The dude, my opponent, he seemed like he kind of in a rush to duck. So we gonna see, but yeah, as always, man, I definitely appreciate everybody that come through. Check out the content, and I'm gonna catch y'all next time, man. Peace.